Hello, Springfield. Welcome back to People Are Talking. My name is D.Moss and I am your host. We have some great topics to discuss today, but to begin our show, we're going to start it off as usual with our great mayor, Mayor Domenic J. Sarno.
Good morning, D.Moss.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well this morning. It's a great day.
And appreciate people watching. People are talking. I know you have a good show today. You're going to be speaking about schools and economic development individuals also. So
Oh, yeah.
stay tuned.
That's right. Now, we got some great things happening out of your office, beginning with Sarah Arena.
Yes, with the SEER Arena, that was under the Financial Control Board, and again with the Financial Control Board, there was a lot of good measures that we had to do, and some that you relook at that had not worked. And I noticed the last winter period, my family and I were at public skate a couple of times at SEER Arena and noticed the deterioration of the SEER Arena. So I had Pat Sullivan, who does an excellent job with our park superintendent and facilities management, look into the situation. And the management company, a private management company, FMC, has decided to pull out. We were having issues with them. We had a rooftop fire where the HVAC was not taken care of, illegal wiring when it came to heating and other areas, and public restrooms really not being taken care of. So that's a beautiful facility named after the legendary Romeo Sear, who was legendary in his youth development aspects for the city of Springfield, working with young people. We ran it very, very well. It's a beautiful facility. It's not only used in Springfield, but regionally, especially for hockey and ice time. So we have decided to take it back. We did it well before. We will do it well again. And besides, with the ice hockey or skating components, we will look to reprogram that. So we're bringing that back into the fold. It is a treasure in our beautiful, majestic Forest Park. So we looked at it, and financially, and also not wanting to lose the facility and all the hockey teams that play there, from youth all the way up to adult leagues and professional practice. And we felt the best measure now, in reviewing with the finance division and Parks Department, Pat Sullivan and others, to take back and reclaim the SEER Arena so it can continue to be an asset to the city of Springfield. So we're looking very forward to that.
That's good stuff. I know there are some other changes happening in the city. I know we're also making changes in the forestry department.
Forestry, yes. That was during the control board days too, and unfortunately during the 9C cuts that occurred from the state back in 2009, we had some adjustments had to be made, and we looked into, we privatized the forestry division. And the public safety aspects, it really has not worked. We've been hit with a lot of storms, wind and microburst storms, and what happens is that the private vendor is also obligated out to other cities and towns and other contracts. Delayed responses at times that were costing us money with police and DPW. So again, due diligence, examining the situation. I see that they do a very successful hybrid model in Worcester. And again, I had a financial review done with Lee Ehrman, our CAFO, and TJ Plant, and Leanne Pasquini. And that came out that it was not being cost efficient nor effective. So we'll move back to a hybrid form of having an in-house crew, besides subbing out. And that's also going to be important for emergencies, for individuals, public safety-wise. And it's also going to be important doing preventative work with the beautiful trees that we have in the city of Springfield. So again, we look to see what's working, what's not working. We're constantly reinventing ourselves.
Right.
And the decision is to come back with a hybrid form, some subcontracting out and having an internal crew that can handle especially emergency situations and can handle a lot of preventative work too.
So our residents will see a much faster response after storms.
You know,
trees down.
Daryl, you know, we get the calls all the time,
All day.
and we want to get an efficient and effective response. And we also get calls from individuals all the time about wanting trees, planted trees, trimmed if a tree has to come down, and we'll try to get a better handle on that.
That's good stuff. And I have to commend you and the administration consistently improving things. I know you have the Continuous Improvement Springfield Initiative.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Lee Erdman, my CAFO, Chief Administration Financial Officer, and it's called Continuous Improvement Springfield, in which we are bringing in better business practices, looking at a lot of things that work in the private sector that we can emulate on the public sector. We've done lean events, lean training events, and Kaizen events, special projects with a myriad of departments. I just brought in our department heads, and cabinet heads, and senior administration staff to commend them and award them certificates on the early going of this. But this is about running a high expectations and highly functioning organization. You're always going to have the ebbs and flows of budgetary situations when funding from the state or other sources or locally is good. Things move forward, but a lot of times you have problems, and many times you come up with an immediate solution without really tackling what is the process to that solution, and that's key. And what happens when the budget goes down like a roller coaster, and people say, well, it's a cycle, cyclical, goes around and around. Well, what happens at that point in time, service reductions and layoffs occur, and that's not fair to the residents or the business community. So we're trying to get ahead of this curve to be better positioned of the ebbs and flows of financial situations. So, and we positioned ourselves very well. I've made some difficult decisions financially to put us in better stead compared to many other communities, cities and towns here in the western part of the state, especially the eastern part of the state, where schools are being shut down, teachers are being laid off, and fire and police are being laid off, and other things are going on. But we made those difficult decisions when we had to. So this is about accountability, efficiency, and being effective. And really, it's about a legacy. A mayor's shelf life, he or she, is a certain amount of time, honor and privilege to be the mayor of the city of Springfield, your mayor, and it's up to the people how long you will continue on or how long you can continue myself. But you want to leave a legacy after you're gone, and we have strategic plans. I have strategic goals, and we'll be rolling out a 4 or 5 year plan. But more importantly, we're going to be celebrating our 375th anniversary next year in the city of Springfield, and we're going to start that New Year's Eve on. And my thing is Vision 400. Where are we going to be when it becomes the 400th anniversary of the city of Springfield 25 years from now? And the legacy has to be laid right now, because people look back and say, do you remember Springfield when? And now as we move Springfield forward, people say, why were those decisions made years ago? And for whatever reason, whatever administrations, but planning and setting the framework and vision now to reintroduce or redefine or define where the city of Springfield is going, not only financially, but economic development. Where's going to be the job creators? Where is our school system going to be? So this continuing improvement, Springfield, CIS, again, is really bringing in lean training, Kaizen events that we're doing to have our departments run more efficiently and effectively. There are many things that we do very, very well, but I'm impatient. I want to be more aggressive, and I want to see what better business practices that are out there to deliver the services that our residents and business community deserve and expect. So those are some of the internal things that we have going on.
Okay, that's good stuff. So if you're looking for something to talk about, you got it. Again, kudos for that. We're going to be moving on. We're going to be talking with some of our guests. We have Giselle Murphy-Caban coming on to talk about school.
Yes.
School's back in session. If you have any tips you want to share with the parents. Then we'll be talking with John Judge about economic development initiatives. I think it really all ties into everything that you've just spoken about.
Well, I think you have and we continue to build on having a strong school system and moving forward, even with these economic challenges of really governing in the worst economy since the Great Depression. You still have to move economic development projects forward. So if you have a strong, continuing move toward a strong school system with Superintendent Dr. Alan Ingram and economic development, that really helps with the big issue that at times hinders urban centers across the country of public safety. Because if you're thoroughly and well educated and you have economic opportunities and jobs and career aspects, you're less likely to move into negative aspects, especially when it pertains to youth violence. But I'm looking forward to seeing that with Azell, especially on the new Parents Academy we're doing. That's the key. Teachers can only do so much, and you really need that the parents must be involved when it comes to raising their child. So we're starting a new initiative of a Parents Academy to get the parents involved and work hand in hand not only with their child, but with the school system and what is available to them, networking, facilitation, so they can better understand the issues that confront their young person, themselves, and the issues that need to get done to make sure that your child is successful in our school system. So that Parents Academy, we're looking very forward to that as we move forward. And John Judge, our Chief Development Officer, will speak to some economic development initiatives that we have completed, others that are in process, and some things that are coming down the road. So Daryl, thanks again for a great show, and Andy, and please stay tuned. And remember, people are talking. Take care and have a great day, and God bless.